Hearty pranam to everyone. It's seen that there is a very common belief in the huge percentage of people that spiritual journey or spiritual practice should be started just after reaching a particular age, and that age is most probably near to 50 or 60. In other words, just after finishing all the responsibilities to the family or the society, one should try to get entry in spiritual world, or one should start or begin the spiritual journey. It simply means that spirituality is considered as the very chapter or a particular lifespan of life. So first of all, we should have a clear idea about the spirituality, or what the actual spirituality is. Spirituality is not any process, technique, or lifestyle, or is not any practice of yoga, reading scriptures, or performing meditation or meditation classes, etc. Normally we think so, but spirituality is that it fulfills our inner need, our inner seeking. Let's see what the actual incident inside. Always our intellect searches or seeks permanent peace or satisfaction inside, in all the relations, objects, issues, in short, the surroundings. But intellect gets temporary satisfaction or peace through all of this, because these are changeable. They don't have ability to provide peace or satisfaction permanently. It's very clear to us. I mean, it should be clear to us. So this is the very point or moment from where it starts spirituality, or it may start spirituality. If the intellect don't have satisfaction in all of this, then naturally intellect will try to peace from somewhere. I mean, the person who is seeking, he will go to any spiritual guru. Spiritual guru means who has already attained the very state of truth realization. To have instruction or guideline, he will start spiritual journey. That means he will learn, or she will learn, how one should continue the spiritual practice or sadhana with his or her everyday's responsibilities. Through this way, gradually it will be clear what the actual reality is, and which shines always inside. And that reality is nothing but pure consciousness. There is a pure consciousness. Pure means, there is no limit, no changes in it. On the contrary, all the changes are seen by it naturally. How our intellect works, what type of mood runs inside, how our mind gets changed in many moods or different kind of moods. All the things, all the phenomena are seen by this consciousness without any effort, because it's the very nature of consciousness that to know all the things, every nook and corner of intellect or mind. So when one discovers this reality, that consciousness is a very platform of peace, or the very source of peace, then the searching which was started previously, I mean, to have peace or satisfaction in many objects or issues or in relations, this ignorance disappears. How? Yes, just after having the very way of self inquiry, the person's intellect turns into the inner truth. Here, truth means that pure consciousness which shines always spontaneously. That means that intellect of the person discovers that if I means, here I means the intellect, if I search peace or satisfaction in objects, then there is no possibility at all. On the contrary, if I discover the very source from where all the desires come, or all the desires arise, if I can discover this very source or platform, then naturally I will be pleased there. I means the intellect who was searching the peace. This intellect will be pleased or satisfied permanently, because previously that intellect or this intellect was searching peace outside, I mean in phenomenons. But now the entire situation is entirely opposite. That the very trick is clear to the intellect, that there is no possibility to have peace in issues or objects or in phenomena. Just after knowing this truth, intellect turns inside. Inside means to the pure consciousness. till that very moment, that pure consciousness is the very source of peace. It's clearly clear. I mean, clear without any doubt. To the pure intellect, then there is no conflict at all. So, spirituality fulfills, I mean, spiritual journey or spiritual practice or sadhana fulfills or tries to fulfill the inner need. Need means, here need means to have satisfaction permanently. Then it's very clear that it's not possible to have satisfaction outside, but it's in pure consciousness. Then the intellect will be stabilized in this understanding that pure consciousness is my real nature. I can have rest in true sense in it, or intellect will be used for, I mean, to maintain any responsibilities according or as per as the situation, as per as the need. There is no doubt or conflict. But for having peace, there is no necessity to search outside or in phenomena. It's clear. Till that moment, just after having the right understanding of pure consciousness. And this understanding shines in the very ground of pure intellect, which is already purified by the very genuine self-enquiry. Because this intellect was really eager to discover the very source of peace. That's why the understanding is undoubtedly correct. There is no doubt at all. So, my dear friends or viewers or the respected fellows, spirituality is not any chapter of life, not any lifespan or methods or techniques or systems. It fulfills our need, which is felt inside always, that we expect something from somewhere. That's nothing but satisfaction or permanent peace. And there is only one way, that's nothing but spirituality, by which it's possible to have that very experience of inner peace. So please don't do mistake to consider the spirituality as the particular chapter of life, but it's the very foundation of life in all ages. So in my opinion, or according to the sages, it should be started. I mean, spiritual practice, spiritual journey should be started from that moment when one gets a genuine need inside to have permanent peace. I think it has become a little bit, a little bit clear to you everyone. Thank you to everyone to share your precious time with me.